Jakob Chychrun, was held out. The Coyotes even put out a tweet saying he was held out due to trade talk. So everyone's like, okay, well, the trade's going to be happening after the game. And now here we are on Monday, and there's still no trade. There's a lot of speculation. It was LA, Frank, but something's amiss here as to why you would hold out a guy and then 2 days later he still hasn't been traded.
Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on exactly what's happened. I don't know if the goalpost move, I don't know if there was something that popped up trade-wise that would have prevented it. I do believe the team that was in was Los Angeles, and I think their interest in Jakob Chychrun has gone back a long time. We've talked a lot about the idea of, will the Coyotes get their asking price or not?
Yes.
And I've mentioned either last week or the week prior what their thought process is on the asking price. It's either 2 first-round picks and a prospect, or a first-round pick, a grade A prospect, or a first-round pick equivalent, and then a B prospect. LA, to my knowledge, last year, and it's kind of amazing to think about because of the year that he's had, but I believe the Kings offered Gabe Vilardi and a first-round pick for Jakob Chychrun last summer. So Vilardi's obviously been pretty impressive this year, and the first, that wasn't enough to get it done then. I don't know who was involved this time around. I don't know why it's been on hold. I don't even know if it's still active anymore. There's a chance that it's not, and that this has, died on the vine. To give you some perspective as to why that may happen, usually when you get deep enough in talks and there is a spot where, both sides feel pretty comfortable about where this is heading, usually one manager will say to the other, hey, we have a game tonight. Would you like this player to sit out to protect him? He's essentially going to be your asset. It's your call. And usually it's the visiting GM or the team that doesn't currently have the player that would make that decision and say, hey, yeah, I think that's smart, or whatever it is. And so when the Coyotes went down that path, obviously something's close. There's no doubt about that. The question is how close, and the question is, why are we still now on Monday and a trade hasn't been consummated? And I don't know the answers to that. I always allow for the possibility that someone else entered the fray or whatever it may have been, especially when you then send out that tweet. Maybe they weren't in the process of circling back to all the teams that were in the mix and say, hey, we're holding this player out. You broadcast it publicly. All of a sudden, hey, your phone starts ringing. And what are you doing? Where are you trading him? What are you getting? Can I beat it? And so you always have to allow for that possibility as well. Here's one thing I'll throw at you. Jakob Chychrun earns $4.6 million for the next 2 seasons. The people that I've been talking to around the league suggest that the Coyotes are willing to retain money on Chychrun, to bump him down in pay.
Ooh.
And part of the reason for that is, one, they need to spend money anyway.
Yep.
They've got to. It's never been an issue getting to the floor, but you're never going to be hitting the cap. So what's the difference? You have the space, might as well use it. And 2, people think that could vaunt them into the world of their asking price that they were initially thinking of, that quite clearly they haven't gotten yet.